Well, people, I did it. Before sudden death, I said that I was going to walk out the winner, and I did. The ace pulled through, and now gets the absolute honour of main eventing Insomnia. And so, I didn't want to waste any time in announcing which title I am going after. So, Aaron Albright is known as a title dropper. He definitely has made a name for himself for losing and winning that title. And that would make him the safe bet to be going after. Especially since Alex and Max Danger are going at each other right now for that title. And here, putting on 5-star matches at sudden death, they would be the much tougher opponents for me. And I also know that King Sam has a rematch for the title, which could see him also in the match that we're competing in as well. It could be incredibly tough odds for me to go after that title, which is exactly why I have chose to face for the WW Heavyweight Championship at Insomnia. It's going to be tougher, but let me tell you that I don't do easy. I'm ready to push myself and to prove to all of you that I am ready to become the top star in WIW. And whether that means taking the title from Alex Wilson or Max Danger, then so be it. I'm going all in. I'm putting all my chips on the table. And at Insomnia, when the ace and the hole comes into action, I will win it all and crown myself the new World Heavyweight Champion. Relax, Bolton. You're not the ginger twat that I'm looking for. I see he has decided not to open the show tonight. Figured. Anyway, congrats to you. I mean, we all know that you wouldn't have won the Rumble if I weren't eliminated by that corrupt dick. But still, a huge win, so congrats. But I'm here because you made the wrong choice, buddy. Because the champion you chose to face is not quite ready to let that title go. And do you know what? I think I'll let him explain to you. I don't need to be out here much longer. Ladies and gentlemen, your new WIW World Heavyweight Champion, Alex Wilson! Thank you, Sam. It's great to have you back. Let's hear it for King Sam, everybody. Now, Peter Bolton, I hear you want a match with me at Insomnia. You made the wrong choice, pal. I am in the form of my life. I just had the greatest match of my career, and I was pushed to my limits by Danger. But now, you're gonna suffer for it, because I will never have to work that hard in my entire career. There is nothing anyone can bring that I can prove that I am not ready for, especially someone like you. This someone just won the first ever Royal Rumble. This someone just booked his spot in the main event of Insomnia. This someone is not just a man. You don't want to second guess me, Alex, because yes, you did have a fantastic match and I commend you for it. But I have been waiting for this moment all of my life. And I don't go down easy, as Mason Foster found out at the last two of the Rumble. When I set my eyes on a prize, I won't stop till I get what I am after. You say that, but let's look at the obvious. You have had 2 world title matches. You lost both times. Both to Max Danger. Simply put, if you couldn't beat Danger, and I did, what makes you think you would ever survive in a ring with me? Each match I get stronger, smarter, better. And so when I meet you at Insomnia...
Shut up and sit down.
Hey, Blake! How you doing? Listen, King Sam was just here looking for you. You know you can't hide from him forever, right? He's always gets what he wants, and he wants you. But since you said no, he has a plan B. He's going to retake over the company, Blake, and force you to do it. And once he beats Albright and we take control of all the gold, you will be begging him for a match. Let's just hope, or at least you better hope, it's not too late. Fuck off, Alex. Sam is back now, so you can stop pretending to be him. I'm here to remind you that Max Danger has a rematch clause. So at Final Countdown, the final pay-per-view before Insomnia, you two will rematch in a Falls Count Anywhere match. And there will be no rematch for either of you this time round. It's you two one last time, and the winner will face Peter Bolton for the World Heavyweight Championship at the main event of Insomnia. And since you all have so much to say and you all want to fight, tonight in the main event we will have a tag team match. You and Sam can team together, and you can keep pretending to be an actual Wolfpack member, as you two will be taking on Max Danger and Peter Bolton. And if King Sam is looking for me, he knows where my office is. He's lucky I don't suspend him for what he did on Monday night. He's lucky, and he should count himself lucky, that it's only a warning. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to World Internet Wrestling, and we've already kicked things off in very heated fashion. We've now found out that the ace, Peter Bolton, the Royal Rumble winner, will be cashing in on the main event of Insomnia for the World Heavyweight Championship. A huge, huge stipulation. And then, of course, the general manager also coming out and saying that the next pay-per-view for Fight Night will be the last one before Insomnia, and that is Final Countdown. And when that pay-per-view hits, it looks like once again we get to see Max Danger and Alex Wilson collide for a second time for the World Heavyweight Championships in what would be a winner-takes-all scenario. But now coming down to the ring is once again the television champion, Big Willie, who absolutely destroyed Cashman at the recent pay-per-view Sudden Death in what was a thrilling contest. It may have been short, but it's always nice and quick and sharp when this man has his eyes on the title. When it come down to being pinned and on a one-on-one situation, Cashman just couldn't come close. And so he pays the price. Tonight, though, the general manager has made it clear, since Cashman is entitled to a rematch, and he will get it at the Final Countdown pay-per-view, Big Willie is not to put his title back on the line in open challenges as of yet. He has to wait for now. I'm sure as we get closer and closer, he'll be looking for a strong opponent at Insomnia. I can't imagine he's not there, of course, as he broke the record for 203 days as the WIW European Champion now, with his second combined reign beginning at Sudden Death. And that's 5 days down the line, so we are at 203 days and counting. We're getting closer to a year for Big Willie. Only a few pay-per-views behind it, actually. And tonight, his opponent is Trevor Jackson, who has been on a fantastic run of form as of late. Of course, couldn't get himself into the Rumble because he only had one shot at it, and that was all he was allowed. But for Trevor Jackson, he's been in fantastic form. That's really been his only loss since coming back from injury. So let's see what he can do here tonight against the destructive force of the television champion. And of course, things are starting to shape up now for the Insomnia pay-per-view. And of course, that's what this is all doing, setting things up for Insomnia. So this is everybody's last chance to impress. At Final Countdown, this is where it's going to matter. People have got to impress and show what they can do on the road to Insomnia, as this is the first night of it. And of course, the main event of tonight, the Royal Rumble winner Peter Bolton and the former World Heavyweight Champion Max Danger will be teaming together to take on the combined forces of the Wolfpack, more specifically King Sam and the World Heavyweight Champion Alex Wilson. What a main event that's going to be. But for right now, Big Willie trying to find his feet in this match after a strong start from Trevor Jackson. And that's the thing, Trevor Jackson hasn't been one to sleep on. He has been really good since coming back from injury. He had a great start to his career. You may remember back to his match where he teamed with the Chaos Twins to help take down the Vikings of Destiny. That started the Vikings of Destiny's return to Denmark for a little while. Of course, he wasn't really a part of that match, but he played a big part in the build-up. It took him on 2-on-1. He couldn't really handle him by himself, so he called in reinforcements, and the Chaos Twins were happy to help. But since then, the Chaos Twins have been concentrating on the tag titles, and they'll get another tag team title opportunity tonight. So they are in the #1 contenders tag team matchup against KO Oxley and Carter James. And now look at Big Willie here with the power bomb. Oh, and that's a buckle bomb. Thought he was going for the running power bomb there for a second. I was going to say, hasn't been quite as easy for him this time around. Right now, Trevor Jackson putting up more of a fight than Cashman did. And for Big Willie, who is now a 2-time television champion, by far the most dominant champion we've ever had here in WIW. 203 days now as WIW's television champion. Has never lost in one-on-one competition for when the title is on the line. Has never been pinned in a title match. He's got an impressive resume, and of course he owns the current record for the most successful title defenses, which I'm sure he's now going to extend as the television champion once again. Of course, JW Cashman, who I'm sure must be furious after the events of sudden death. Not only did he lose the title, but his archenemy, Alex Wilson, he captured the title. And of course, now he won't even get a shot at him because we already know the two opponents for him. Alex Wilson will have to defend in Max Danger's rematch clause at the next pay-per-view. And then following that, if he wins, he's got to face Peter Bolton at Insomnia. So he won't even be able to get his hands on him. So he can't imagine the frustration that is building up. And Big Willie now, speaking of frustrations, ready to put this one away. Trevor Jackson got off to a good start, but he could be in trouble. Here is the running knee connects. Running knee with emphasis and plays to the crowd. The Scotsman with huge connection there on the running knee. And now might be ready to put Trevor Jackson away. Don't get up, Jackson. Oh, he's got it. He counters. Trevor Jackson with a brilliant counter and a DDT. No running powerbomb for Big Willie. Instead, now Big Willie in some trouble. As Trevor Jackson has him down on the ground. He manages to fight his way out, though. Just going to try and wrap up the cover, thinking that the running knee might be enough. I doubt it. Trevor Jackson's actually been in the majority of control in this match, it has to be said. He's not backing down from the giant at all. That is Big Willie. Only with a slight height advantage. It's pretty even in height, but a huge mass and size advantage in favour of the giant Big Willie. And now look at this. Tree of Woe position. Took him a second to actually get him in that position. And a stiff kick takes him back down. And Trevor Jackson looking strong here, and he could be a potential contender for the TV title. And you've got to imagine that Big Willie's going to have loads of people lining up to take him. And Trevor Jackson trying to prove that he could be up there to take him, of course. He came back in fantastic fashion, Trevor Jackson, managing to get himself a spot in the lockdown elimination chamber match for the World Heavyweight Championship. Couldn't walk out the winner on that occasion. But then, since then, was working on qualifying for the Rumble. And unfortunately, he was in a win or bust situation. And as we know, it was Oliver Regem who came out the winner on that occasion. And now punches into the corner here. Trevor Jackson not allowed to do anything here by Big Willie, who's now just going to hammer the big fists away. And Big Willie now having to bring out some big strikes to try and deal with this, because right now he's actually struggling. And as soon as I say that, he's ready to put this one away. Trevor Jackson, can he find a counter for the powerbomb again? Gets him up. Running powerbomb. And again, he always does that. He does it too close to the ropes, knowing, I think it's an intentional rope break sometimes. But he's made the mistake there, and Trevor Jackson survives. And that was risky, because Trevor Jackson has actually been very impressive in this matchup. And now Jackson just taking a minute to breathe. That running powerbomb hurt. You can see him feeling his torso, feeling the effects. And this is a typical Big Willie match. It's either done in 30 seconds or it takes about 3 powerbombs where he intentionally rope breaks. And Trevor Jackson was waiting for him to get back up there for another DDT. Trevor Jackson just trying to keep him down, slow him down. He's done brilliantly so far here, Trevor Jackson. He's looked very impressive here against the television champion, who hasn't looked fantastic here. Maybe just got too busy celebrating his 200 days that he finally managed to achieve. Almost managed to achieve it in one title reign. All he had to do was hold on to the title for one more match. And that match, of course, was where Cashman took the title from him. And unfortunately from there, it was history in the making. JW Cashman would have his first reign as television champion, only to lose it a month later to this beast, Big Willie, who's right now struggling to deal with Trevor Jackson. And Jackson just showing what's worth, mate. He's really showing what he can do. And that's exactly what he's got to do. If he wants to be at Insomnia, if he wants to find a way to get these title opportunities against someone like Big Willie, you've got to show that you can survive in the ring with him. And not many people have survived for as long as Trevor Jackson has here and put up a fantastic fight against him either. But Big Willie powering him still. Too strong, deceptively quick. Truly is such a hard opponent to deal with. And there's a running knee! Big Willie crashes him down with a running knee. And into the cover. Is that going to be enough to keep Trevor Jackson down? Yes, it is. Trevor Jackson put up a fantastic fight. But in the end, it was no match for Big Willie, who put on another incredible performance, as he always does. He had to fight a lot harder in that one. And I think, looking at that now, Jackson might have been going for the knee strike. He might have wrapped this one up. But it didn't do it with the running powerbomb. Instead, it was a running knee that managed to take out Trevor Jackson. And he was clever there. He took a little run up and then landed. But the television champion, straight back to winning ways. Oh dear! And it looks like a very angry JW Cashman from behind. And this is just cheap. JW Cashman, quite frankly, just being a sore loser. Quite frankly, deserved to lose his title. And now trying to get his back on him. But you know what? Karma comes back around for JW Cashman, as the monster from Scotland nails him with a running powerbomb. Karma comes back around. And as usual, Cashman comes out the short end of the stick. Big Willie looking unstoppable at the moment. Cashman's going to need to pull off a miracle at Final Countdown in 4 weeks' time to find a way to slay the monster once again. Can he do it though? Can he break his unpinned streak in title matches? That would be an amazing feat if he could. We'll have to wait and see, but it is time to move on down the rest of the card. And now we're being told to cut backstage because look what's happening! What the hell is he doing here? He's still supposed to be suspended! How the hell does he keep getting himself back in here? Oh, it's crashed him into the wall there! And this is getting beyond a joke! No one is even... I'm not even sure if anyone is stopping him from getting in, but if they are, I'm sure he's not going to let them slow him down. John Cutter, once again, maliciously assaulting Dino D, and how did it just come to this point? John Cutter now just taking out his aggression on Dino D. And Dino D's defenseless. He doesn't know what just hit him. And now Dino D Hit with a belly to belly. And John Cutter, look at this. Just no prisoners. Right to the head with those chair shots. And there is just nothing that he can do. John Cutter, just absolutely relentless beatdowns, week in, week out on Dino D. And Dino D, this is all because Dino D beat him like once. This is just uncalled for. It's unnecessary, John. There's just no need. And he's been suspended for doing just this. And Dino D just getting beaten down now by big John Cutter. And now John Cutter sending a warning again. Military press, spinebuster. And John Cutter takes out Dino D again for like another week going. But this is getting beyond the joke. He's suspended, but he still comes in, week out. The suspension is not helping the situation. The general manager needs to step in and do something here, or this is going to get really, really, really bad for Dino D. Let's move on down the rest of the card. Next up tonight, we get some in-ring action, some more in-ring action, should I say, from this man, the ultimate PJ McNair. A few weeks ago, made his transformation from the Demon PJ McNair to the ultimate PJ McNair, the ultimate and final form, maybe the final form, who knows, but the final form as we know it to be of PJ McNair. The ultimate has been in ultimate form to start the ultimate era, or whatever you wish to call it. I'm using the word ultimate a lot because that's what he describes himself as, and so far he's given no one any reason to doubt him after beating Wilson Woodward at the pay-per-view not too long ago, as this man emerged from the darkness and from the shadows, one of the most unique fighters we now have here in the roster. And it's amazing how much he's changed. He's been gone from being called a copycat, a nobody, a wannabe Finn Balor. But this man has proven that he is more than that, and that everything that he's been doing to this point has been building up to this. And from here, the opportunities are endless. He could go on to take on Big Willie. He could go on to take on maybe Jake Griffiths. Who knows? But he needs more in-ring time to continue to prove what he can do, what he is capable of. And that's exactly what the Ultimate One is out here to do tonight. He's up against someone who's been on a very big downward spiral as of late and needs a big, big win. It is William Hale, who hasn't been in great form as of late. Couple of L's to his plate. Most notable L was losing at sudden death. Yeah, losing before sudden death in a triple threat match to JW Cashman, which won him the television championship at Danger Zone. Since then, William Hale, the former Mayhem, now Fight Night superstar, trying to find his way in this roster, and he needs to find a way to do it soon if he wants to find his way onto the scene at Insomnia. And tonight, if he could be the first person to beat the ultimate PJ McNair in singles competition, that could go a long way in proving and cementing what he's done so far. Bell rings and away we go, and McNair early on is going to get behind. One thing we did notice with the ultimate PJ McNair is that it took him a while to get going in his first couple of encounters as the Demon, but as time went on, he got stronger, he got more and more involved, and maybe that's how things are going to be. He's going to get more and more tough to beat as time goes on. And of course, no one really knows what to expect from the ultimate PJ McNair. This version of him is brand new and fresh, but of course a lot of people saying it's just face paint, it's just new gear, it doesn't mean anything. But PJ McNair looking to prove all of them wrong there. Beautiful, beautiful neck breaker there. And PJ McNair, as I mentioned, I'm sure a very likely candidate for the Cruiserweight Championship. Hasn't had a crack at Jake Griffiths yet, but if Jake Griffiths survives at Purgatory, then I'm sure that he'll be up to do that. And at Purgatory, he'll be facing Alestrada Chico for the Cruiserweight Championship. Chico with a big win over Stephen Miller in the week. And look at this. William Hale laughing, mocking the ultimate PJ McNair, saying he's not scared of him, he's not a threat to him. William Hale, one of the best technical fighters we have in this company. The definition of a wear and tear fighter, just wears you down with small moves and holds before landing a big knee strike at the end to potentially wrap it up. Well, of course, he also has that lethal guillotine. Look at that. Was looking for a exploder suplex. Very well countered there by William Hale. And that's what I'm saying. A very technical fighter, very skilled in his in-ring ability. And now look at this. Look at it fly is William Hale. Maybe he's putting himself in the cruiserweight division. I'm not sure what weight he is, but William Hale showing some aerial abilities. And now going straight for a submission here to wear down the Ultimate One. This could be the way to do it. Is he going to be able to get him? Oh, great escape there. Look at that, so sharply. And did you see the face of Hale? He didn't know what just hit him. Big counter. And William Hale now finding his way into this match after a strong start from the ultimate PJ McNair. And for PJ McNair, who technically has a lot. Of course, came in at number 7, I believe, in the Royal Rumble. Only to be eliminated a little while after by... I'm going to go on limb. Probably say it was either Stephen Amell or it was Sandra Piper, potentially. I'm not too sure, but I know he came in at number 7. Didn't have the best of runs, didn't stay in there for very long, but again, it's just a toss over the top rope. And that's the most that anyone's been able to do to get the better of PJ McNair so far. Him in this ultimate form is showing limitless potential, but he needs to continue the win streaks, needs to keep them going the best he can. Over to the corner now. And now Irish whip to the opposite side, crashing into that turnbuckle for a drop kick. PJ McNair does well there with his own unique variation of the drop kick. And now McNair, what's he thinking? Has him in the middle of the ring. And could advance from here. What does he have in store? We know he has that his own variation of the coup de grace, the double foot stomp from the top rope. And now look at this, picking him up. Oh, no, couldn't do it. Couldn't get him up. And now William Hale looking to take advantage, looking for a DDT. Very nice connection there from William Hale. And now William Hale, as I mentioned, has the ability to wrap it up with a powerful knee. Can he connect with that knee? Boom! Beautiful work. And into the cover here. Is that enough to be the first to beat PJ McNair in his ultimate form? It's a 2 count. PJ McNair kicks out at 2. And he finds a way to keep going. That came out of nowhere, though. First, that really sharp DDT straight into the execution knee. And now, McNair might be able to find a way to put this one away himself. Looking for the double foot stomp. Oh, well sidestepped. Very well sidestepped by William Hale. And now Hale, all of a sudden, with some life in this match. Oh, catches him taunting there. What was the Demon doing? Or the Ultimate One. I've got to stop calling him the Demon. Roll up from Hale. 1 count. Now William Hale showing some control in the match after a match has been heavily dominated by PJ McNair, but William Hale not backing down. He's been #1 contender for titles for a reason. He's not exactly a lightweight fighter. Oh! And a blatant low blow. But the referee has just let that happen. How is the referee going to let that happen blatantly? And now he might pay the price for it. PJ McNair in serious jeopardy right now. William Hale. Beautiful maneuver. And this is the skill, the technical ability and wrestling of William Hale shining through, but a blatant low blow there. The referees just let it happen. Questionable refereeing there, to say the very least. PJ McNair trying to stay strong though, showing signs of life still, looking for the drop kick again. Boom, big drop kick from William Hale, on William Hale, very nicely done. Is that going to be enough though to get it done? The ricochet onto that turnbuckle, has it done enough to do the damage and get this one done for the Ultimate One? It's a 2 count. And now trying the double foot stomp again. Couldn't connect the first time, but you got to imagine if he can connect this time, it's over for Hale. Double foot stomp. Calls straight into the cover, and the Ultimate One picks up another victory. PJ McNair continues his impressive win streak as the Ultimate PJ McNair and gets another huge, well-fought victory here against William Hale. And William Hale, oh, look at this. What's William Hale saying? Oh, he's apologising for the low blow here. Just shaking hands, and PJ McNair. Oh, another low blow! For the second time in this match, and William Hale's frustrations understandably growing after several big defeats. And McNair low blow for the second time tonight. Well, it looks like William Hale has enough of PJ McNair, but PJ McNair does extend his current win streak, and William Hale making it clear that he's not happy about it. Let's move on down the rest of the card. Next up tonight, before the main event of the evening, being the tag team match between the Wolfpack and Alex Wilson and Max Danger, and Peter Bolton. We've got some women's action, and more specifically, someone we haven't seen in a while. It's the Fight Night Women's Champion, Laura Stables, of course, didn't have to defend her title last time out, but she will be doing that again. She will be doing it at Final Countdown. The general manager has made it clear. Then, of course, she's got more to worry about because Violet, the Battle Royal winner, is hasn't explained or announced to anybody what brand she's after or what title she's gonna get or she's gonna go for at Insomnia. So Laura Stables not only has to worry about who may potentially be the #1 contender for the championship at Final Conflict, but she's also got to worry about the potential of Violet cashing in for the Fight Night Women's Championship at Insomnia. Well, tonight she's getting some practice and warm-up because it's been a while since she's been out of the ring. And the first person to bring it is Vikki Valentine, who is in desperate need with a victory over the champion. You sure as hell better bet that this Women's Championship match could be on the cards if she could pull off a win here tonight. Vikki Valentine has been a fantastic competitor, always in the ring, always trying to get better, but she's always just falling short at the final hurdle, which prevents her from being a champion or a top fighter. She just can't keep a consistent win streak going. And now look at this, Laura Stables straight out the gate, not wasting any time here against Vikki Valentine. Laura Stables can't afford to get some ring rust. She seems to be in very much control because we haven't seen the dark side of her come out for quite some time. But then again, we haven't seen her come out at all for quite some time. So who knows, maybe she's been trying to tame that demon, trying to make sure that that crazy version of her doesn't come out as much. Maybe that's what she's been doing off camera. Of course, Vikki Valentine was trying to qualify for the Women's Battle Royal. She couldn't do that. And instead, she had to miss out on the opportunity where Violet cashed in. And of course, we also saw in that Women's Battle Royal, which was an truly incredible match, a beautiful appearance, return from Brooke Danger, who did so well in that match, just couldn't pick up the winning result. She was eliminated by the woman who went on to go and win in Violet. Now, Laura Stables working away here on Vikki Valentine. She had the early control, but Vikki Valentine's not one to just lay down and take punishment, although she has received her fair share of punishment over time. Laura Stables, by far the most dominant woman on the Fight Night brand. And of course, her split personality makes her all the most dangerous because you never know what side of her is coming out. And maybe the appearance might even be deceiving because, you know, one side of her could come out, but she still could show traits and characteristics of the others, which we've seen in the past, such as when she won on count-out to Tashley, one of her biggest rivals to the Fight Night Women's Championship. And so there is the potential that, you know, you don't always know what to expect when you step into the ring with Laura Stables. It could be absolute chaos, or it could be clean by the books wrestling as it was there. Beautiful straight jacket out of the electric chair and into the cover here by Laura Stables. It's only a 1. And for Vikki Valentine, she had more than her fair shares of encounters with both sides of the coin in Laura Stables' terms, I guess. Look at this. Oh, what a move there. Beautiful little stunner. Backpack stunner. And Vikki Valentine under heavy fire, but trying to fight on, trying to fight back as best as she can, but Laura Stables is in control right now. And the Fight Night Women's Champion, 2-time now Fight Night Women's Champion. She's been Women's Champion for the majority of the existence of the Fight Night Women's Championship. And now Vikki Valentine proving a problem for her here tonight. She flies off the top turnbuckle. Now working away on the ground as she can. Here's the head scissors, but very easily escaped there by Laura Stables. And now catches her with a big boot before a neck breaker of her own. Straight into the cover. Laura Stables doesn't want to waste time here tonight, just trying to get it done. But well kicked out there by Vikki Valentine once again at the count of 1. And powering her way back up to her feet, Vikki Valentine. Look at this. Beautiful suplex. And now Vikki might be lining up for this big knee. This could be a huge upset victory here on the Fight Night Women's Champion. This could be a big... Oh, and a big knee. Vikki Valentine connects. Huge knee. But look at this. Stables just shakes it off as if it didn't even happen. Caught the leg, though, there by Vikki Valentine. And now into the middle of the ring. Single leg. Boston Crab. In serious jeopardy here is Laura Stables, the Fight Night Women's Champion, fights her off. And look at this. Having to take a second to breathe on the outside. Sees Vikki getting back up quicker than she thought and runs back in. And Vikki causing some problems here. As she tends to do, she just always can't seem to get the final result. Can't get the pin that she needs to get these results. But she's trying her best here. Big leg drop. And now going for a second. Oh, and a beautiful sequence there by Vikki Valentine. And now looking for a knee again. If one wasn't enough to keep the woman down, will the second do the trick? Yes! Big connection on the knee. Another big knee by Vikki Valentine. And now flips over the champion into the cover. Do we have an upset win here from Valentine? 2 count on Laura Stables. And her face says it all. 2 knees, and again, it just didn't work. She couldn't get the job done, and now Stables might be able to take advantage and get some moves in. She's been slipping as of late. She's slipping in the later stages of this match, is what I meant to say. But the Fight Night Women's Champion is in serious jeopardy of walking out with the loss here tonight. And maybe we could be seeing Vikki Valentine in the title hunt. Vikki Valentine, but that's the thing with Vikki Valentine. She always looks impressive, but she just can't ever seem to find a way to get the win. And now in the middle of the ring, submission applied. Laura Stables quite a good submissionist. So this wouldn't surprise me if this was the end of it right here. The referee very close in the face there of Vikki Valentine. He needed to give her some room, and she managed to escape. Vikki Valentine now looking for a suplex as she gets behind. And Vikki is just not backing down. It's relentless. The crowd are loving it. She's a true face by every definition of the word. But Vikki, she just never seems to get the results that she needs to get the job done. Trying to crawl away to safety for a moment here, Laura Stables, who's under heavy fire again from Vikki Valentine, who's being relentless here. Not even giving her a second to recuperate, to recover. And now has her in a bad position here. What's she thinking? What is she thinking? Vikki Valentine has her down. Split-legged moonsault. Very nicely done. And into the cover. Has Vikki Valentine done it? Yes, she has. Vikki finally puts away Laura Stables. What a huge win for Vikki Valentine. She's actually done it. She got the job done. And look at Stables' face. She can't believe it. She holds the title up high. Oh, wait a minute. Brooke Danger's here. Brooke Danger is here, and she's looking at the champion who's just been defeated, and that face says it all. It looks like she's interested in the Women's Championship, as looks like she's coming back full time. But Laura Stables with worry signs everywhere. A big loss to Vikki Valentine, and it looks like now Brooke Danger, the former Women's UFC Champion, knocking on her door for that title. It's time to move on to tonight's main event. Main event to the evening, and it is a tag team matchup. King Sam and Alex Wilson, the World Heavyweight Champion, teaming up against the Royal Rumble winner, Peter Bolton, and the former World Champion, Max Danger, sorry. And here they come. King Sam, accompanied by the tag team champions, the Wolfpack. ready to go here tonight. Steve wearing his own personal shirt here, just looking quite nice, I do say so. Simple design, but effective at the very least as well. But King Sam comes down to the ring for the first time in a long time as the leader of the Wolfpack, and the crowd go nuts as they see them all together. King Sam in the week challenging Blake Austin to a match at Insomnia, and since then King Sam has been putting him on notice, and he said he mentioned earlier tonight how he thought the general manager was running away from him. Alex Wilson said that as well, as King Sam left the ring, and then that's when Blake Austin emerged to announce the stipulation for tonight, and the tag team matchup was set. But the Fight Night Tag Team Champions leading King Sam down to the ring, and King Sam showing Alex Wilson, his young protege, all the respect in the world by letting him come out on his own as he gets to celebrate for the first time his newly won title. Here he comes, the World Heavyweight Champion Alex Wilson, out for the very first time as WIW Heavyweight Champion. And of course, once again, Max Danger and Alex Wilson will collide in a rematch at the Final Countdown pay-per-view. Remember though, there will be no rematches for either man, because the winner of that match will face Peter Bolton, the Royal Rumble winner, for the World Heavyweight Championship in the main event of Insomnia. And of course, King Sam trying to force his own way into Insomnia, and he could do that in multiple ways. Remember, at Purgatory, which is just in 2 short weeks, King Sam will be facing Aaron Albright in a rematch for the WIW Championship. So if all goes well, he could be WIW Champion, Wilson could stay World Heavyweight Champion, and his team could be Tag Team Champions as well. And the Wolfpack era clearly is in full swing, and it didn't even need Sam to be holding the title to get it back on track. But their tag team opponents tonight, first man down to the ring to a huge crowd reaction. The first ever Royal Rumble winner, coming in at number 28 in the Rumble. It is the ace, Peter Bolton. A huge win for him indeed. Had to eliminate Mason Foster and kill his dreams of becoming a double champion at Insomnia. But he has dreams of his own. He wants his first World Championship shot. He wants his first World Heavyweight Championship. His first opportunity came at Lockdown pay-per-view, where he did well but couldn't capture the title from Max Danger. Then lost it again, one-on-one with Max Danger. He's had his opportunities, he just hasn't found that thing he needs to push him all the way. But that Royal Rumble win could be it. This big, huge win in the Royal Rumble could be the difference maker. And of course, he is guaranteed to beat Insomnia. The only two who aren't is the champion and his current rematch clause cash-in person in Max Danger. Max Danger, former World Heavyweight Champion, had a very nice little run as champion before losing it to Alex Wilson. And Max came out earlier tonight and said that he gives full credit to Alex Wilson for their match, and you kind of have to. I said it at the time, and I'll say it again now. That is by far the best singles match that we have ever had, and it could be potentially one of the matches of the year. Of course, after Insomnia, we will be having an award show where you guys can vote for things like Match of the Year, Superstar of the Year, Tag Team, Woman Overall, etc., etc., etc. We'll put up all them at the time. And I mentioned earlier that at Final Conflict, the Four Corners Tag Team match was one of the best of all time. But now, that match at the Sudden Death pay-per-view could arguably be one of the best matches that we have ever had on WIW. But now tonight, some tag team action between the two men who participated in that match. The Royal Rumble winner and the #1 contender for the WIW Championship. It's the ace, Peter Bolton, starting us off with King Sam. And King Sam earlier on coming out here, mainly to introduce Alex Wilson to Peter Bolton. But he also admitted that he is very envious because he said that he knows for a fact that he would have won the Royal Rumble, he says, He said he knew that he would have won the Royal Rumble had it not been for the interruptions of Blake Austin, who eliminated him from that match. And of course, King Sam still trying to push Blake to have that match at Insomnia. And of course, he might even have it. He might even manage to convince him to get that match. And if he does, he might be WIW champion by then. Because remember, at Purgatory, the main event will be King Sam and Aaron Albright for the WIW championship. And luckily for Sam, he doesn't have to worry about Albright interruptions here on Friday Fight Night. And I'm sure he's fully aware of that. So King Sam can just enjoy his time in the ring. King Sam now in the ring with the man who took the World Heavyweight Championship away from him, Max Danger. Danger, of course, cashing in under the orders of Blake Austin after Blake Austin beat him down in King Sam's WIW Championship ladder match against Aaron Albright. What a gruesome day that was for King Sam, and we didn't hear or see from him since. And then he emerged at number 30 in the Royal Rumble at sudden death. Then went to Mayhem on his return matchup to beat none other than Rage. Like, what a comeback. Oh, look at this. Oh, and taking out Max Danger. He's not even the legal man. Well, King Sam on a rampage to start this one off. Hasn't even needed to tag in Wilson yet. King Sam, we know he has a variation of moves that can wrap it up. The landslide that he was known for back in the day. Oh, might be trying to go for it here. No, Oshigoroshi. Very nicely done there by King Sam on the outside. Needs to be cautious of the count here, Sam. I'm sure he's no stranger to winning on count out these tag team matches. But he's got to keep an eye, because if he doesn't get back in the ring. But right now, it just looks like he just wants to take these two 2-on-1 right now back into the ring. He sends him, and Alex Wilson sends King Sam back into the ring. They're bundled up there for a second. Oh, look at that. Max Danger wisely stepping away as King Sam looks at him. Stepped away, and tag is made. And here comes the World Heavyweight Champion, Alex Wilson. Oh, beautiful work there between the two. Oh, and a knee. Knee by King Sam. Not much of a run-up on it, but he got it there indeed. And now Alex Wilson in the match for the first time up against the Royal Rumble winner. And we could be seeing glimpses, potentially, of what to expect at Insomnia's main event if these two collide. And Alex Wilson starting off strongly here against Peter Bolton. And look at this. Once again, he rolls out of harm's way. And now Alex Wilson and Max Danger stare each other down. Oh, but Wilson might have taken his eye off the game here. And now the ace, Peter Bolton, can capitalize. Out rolls Alex Wilson. He takes a moment to breathe. And in comes Max Danger. Here we go. These two are going to collide. Alex Wilson and Max Danger, just nights removed from their brutal clash at the last pay-per-view, Sudden Death, which was truly one of the best pay-per-views that we've ever had. And here we go. They get their hands on one another. Look at Steve, who's trying to resist not getting himself involved. Steve Thomas, of course, taking back the Fight Night Tag Team title from Alex Wilson, using the Freebird rule there so that that he could concentrate on the World Heavyweight Championship. Fall away moonsault slam there. And now look at this, the ace, Peter Bolton, having to help out his partner here tonight. And he knows they're not exactly friends, of course. Peter Bolton, Alex Wilson, as the ace, excuse me, has worked with the Wolfpack before to take down the Blood Brothers and Max Danger. So he's not really exactly on the best of terms with Max Danger. And I'm sure he would have loved to have faced him at Insomnia as well. But it depends on who wins the rematch. And I'm looking forward to this rematch. The general manager has made it clear it's going to be a big one. Wilson stepping down again here. And not going to back down. These two put on one hell of a match at Sudden Death. And now they're not backing down from each other here. Remember, we're only 5 nights removed from that grueling match. But neither one of these two going to back down for a second, even tonight. And now Wilson to the top. And Sam's just going to let him do whatever he's thinking. What is he thinking? Look at this. Oh, just dropping him off the top turnbuckle. Backbreaker style. Very nicely done there by Alex Wilson. And now to the opposite corner. Wilson spins him around. Might be lining him up for the super kick. In a bad spot here. is Max Danger. Super kick in the top turnbuckle. And now backing up, you know what comes next. The World Heavyweight Champion lining up all of the Wolfpack Big Three. In the corner cheering him on. No! Well scouted there by Max Danger. Avoids the flip over DDT. Now Max Danger, can he mount some offense? Yes, he can. Falcon Arrow. Flip over DDT. Oh, and look at this. Max Danger now. Eyeing up the Wolfpack. All three of them just staring back at him. He's wisely not going to attack. Oh, wait, maybe he is. Look at this. Not backing down for a second. Oh, and he takes out King Sam. And that's Max Danger's aggression. No surprise to see his hatred for King Sam. Blake Austin, the general manager, has probably drilled it into his head of the hatred. And again, nothing David or Steve can do about it. They do anything about it, and that's an instant disqualification. The Wolfpack, as you know, do not like to lose. But look at this. Max Danger surrounded by all four members of the Wolfpack. And now he's going to turn his attention to Alex Wilson. Oh, and a big knee. And Max Danger taking down both of the Wolfpack right here. The count is rising. Count to 7. Oh, and look at this. Max Danger just shoved Wilson perfectly in the way. And King Sam accidentally catches him with a neck breaker. The count is rising. We might be looking at a double count out here. Big knee by Wilson. Count of 9, I think that is. And back into the ring goes Max Danger. And Wilson follows behind right at the count of 10. Left it to the absolute last second. But Wilson gets back in the ring. Oh, and a beautiful clothesline. What a move by Wilson. And into the cover here on Max Danger. 2 count. Rolls out of harm's way again. Needs to do something here because he is in desperate need of a tag out. Oh, but look at this. Now the ace. Now the ace is under fire here from Alex Wilson. And a stunner off the middle rope. And Alex Wilson, the World Heavyweight Champion, taking on everyone here. And you can see all the tension building between everybody in this ring. And now look at this. What's he thinking? Oh! Springboard off the ropes. Alex Wilson with beautiful connection. And now it's going to toss him into the turnbuckle. He needs to turn his attention back to Max. Max is the legal man here. Now Max. Oh, an Irish whip into the corner. And now these two battling it out on the outside. The count rises again. This match has been spent way too much on the outside. These two teams just with pure hatred for one another. Oh, and the Irish whip. And Peter Bolton knows he's got to stay focused. He may not agree with Max Danger, but he does have to work with him if he's going to have any shot of getting the title at Insomnia. Look at this. Looking for the super kick. Took him a while to connect with this one on the week. Oh, and he's missed again. And now Wilson with a big knee. And clearly Wilson has that super kick well scouted. And he's already scouted this flip over DDT, Max Danger, but can he connect this time? Flip over DDT. Got him. Flip over DDT. And into the cover. Is that going to be enough to get the job done? It might have done, but the ace keeps it alive. And now King Sam and the ace squaring off. Look at this. King Sam twist of the legs, takes him down. And a leg slap. Oh, and a nice little senton there by Alex Wilson. Not backing down from the fight either side, but Alex Wilson and the Wolfpack in control for the second. Looking for the super kick in the corner. Max Danger in serious jeopardy here. Beautiful super kick. Oh, and it had to make sure that Peter Bolton left there. Gives him the space to do so. An incredible main event this has been. You can see the hatred from every corner. Looking for the bitter end now to wrap up Max Danger. Is this going to be enough to keep him down? Beautiful bitter end. And straight into the cover. No rope break. Is Peter Bolton going to be able to get there in time? He does. Breaks it up at the count of 2. And now King Sam going to make him pay for the breakup with a powerbomb. Peter Bolton trying to keep his teammate alive, and he has done so far. Flip over DDT and the bitter end, and still he fights on. And now Max Danger getting hyped up here, as Alex Wilson needs to take a breather. Now Peter Bolton, oh, taking out King Sam, and the referee forces him to leave the ring. And this is intense. neither side, they're not even concentrating solely on the legal man. They just want to beat down whoever's in their way. Because all of these men, you got to imagine, will find one way to head to Insomnia. But for Max and Alex, only one of them might even make it. Because, of course, the winner will go on to face Alex Wilson for the World Heavyweight Championship at the main event of Insomnia. But the question is, which one of them will do that? Wilson trying to stop the count to get Max Danger back in the ring. And the feud continues here in the middle of this ring. What's been an incredible main event tonight. And it's only going to get more and more heated as things progress towards Insomnia. Of course, final countdown being first on the agenda as these two will collide once again for the World Heavyweight Championship. And now Max Danger tagging out wisely. In comes the ace, Peter Bolton, who's trying to prove that he's a top-tier caliber talent. A lot of people saying that he might not have maybe necessarily been ready to be a Royal Rumble winner, but he did it. No one really thought he would, but he has done. And the ace has come so far in the last year. And look at that moonsault from King Sam. An awkward transition into it, but he lands perfectly. And now King Sam working away on the ace, Peter Bolton, on the outside. This match has been spent so much time on the outside, and now Oshigoroshi again. Got him! And King Sam working away on the outside. David and Steve just there as a intimidation factor. Remember, they get involved and this match ends in disqualification. And now King Sam, oh, just kept crushing him into the ring post. And so much hostility in this ring right now. This is intense action. And King Sam brings it back in at the count of 8. Oh, look at that. Almost made the tag there. Wasn't allowed to. And now King Sam might do what he does best to wrap this one up. Running knee to the ace. Running knee to Peter Bolton. And into the cover. Is that going to be enough to wrap him up? No, it's not. The Royal Rumble winner showing some resiliency. King Sam might have been trying to get him up there for the crossface chicken wing. But the ace connects with something big of his own. Spinebuster from Peter Bolton and into the cover. Is that enough to pick up the win? It might have done. That was close. Big save by Alex Wilson. And now Falcon Arrow to him. Oh no, well countered. And now from behind on Max Danger. Oh, beautiful. Swinging net breaker. And now look at this. Looking for the ace and hole. Oh, well countered. Well countered by King Sam. And with Max Danger down on the outside, King Sam going to work on a submission here in the middle of the ring. Beautiful leg lock applied here. Peter Bolton with nowhere to go. He's going to have to force his way out. And a stiff shot does the trick. And now these two in the middle of the ring. Max Danger down on the outside, and I think he's still being under attack here. By Alex Wilson. And now up on the shoulders. Oh, well counted again. And now a DDT. And now King Sam lining up for the running knee. Max Danger is still down on the outside. He's got no partner to save him. Into the cover of the running knee. King Sam to pick up the win here against Peter Bolton. No! Bolton refuses to go down. King Sam needs something big here. And he might line up soon for that lethal submission, the crossface chicken wing. The most lethal submission in all of WYW so far, it's proved to be. He's trying to look it in. He's got him. Crossface chicken wing. He's got it looked in. In the middle of the ring, Peter Bolton. Nowhere to go. Sam makes him tap. And the Wolfpack get a huge, huge victory here tonight again. Another impressive performance from King Sam. And continues to send the message to Blake Austin. Unless you want me to control every title in your company, you better accept my challenge. And do you know what, Alex Wilson, if I were him, if I were Aaron Albright, I'd be very scared of what's coming. The ace almost putting it away there with the ace in the hole, but King Sam, in the end, everybody taps, as he says, and he got it right there again. Alex and Sam, I don't know why I struggled so much there, pick up the win. David and Steve celebrate with him on the outside. And a huge, huge victory in what was a huge main event. Well, Alex Wilson's got a tough task ahead. He knows Max Danger's going to put up a fight, but the Wolfpack proving that they're ready for anything. The Wolfpack are back in full force and stronger than ever. And that is going to conclude tonight's matches, and that's going to conclude tonight's show. I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to leave a like if you did. Comment your thoughts and feelings on tonight's show. Subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.